match is underway. Tony, what is center square going to be?
I'm going to think Tree Cent +0.
Noble. Collect 3 paintings. We never get it right. I mean, we have a 2 in 125 chance or whatever of getting it right.
Yeah.
I did see Iron Balls on a starting class there. I think on I think that was Prisoner.
Yeah, Prisoner.
So
there is Grafted Scion on this board. We might be able to see someone rush for that right off the bat. There's Consumables Only, which is very, very quick. You have 3 paintings as a middle square, so I have a feeling that one of these players is probably going to be rushing that for that middle square. And then there's also Somber +9 on this board, so we are going to probably see some Melgilmir action.
Yeah, I think the paintings rush is probably what you go for here. Especially because getting into Liurnia is really nice. One thing that you could do is you could do Limgrave Celia painting into Liurnia painting, continue to run north for Turtle Pope for Atone Your Sins, the Atone Your Sins square, row 5, column 3, as well as Liurnia access is always valuable. Especially we see Deathbird, Deathrite Bird, troll bosses, so you can always you can get to bowls, then make your way back. You can go to Grafted Scion via the imbued key. Admittedly not the craziest Liurnia board here, but Liurnia is just always strong.
Yeah, always 100%, especially for the weapon checks with having that halberd and axe check very, very close together, almost doing those checks at the exact same time. And then I also have to say one thing. This 5th column can be super scary, because if someone rushes that right off the bat to get those early squares to kill 3 ruin, acquire the 3 larval, boss consumables, and duo trio bosses, they set up that line for Morgott. And there are a lot of, actually surprisingly, a good amount of Altus squares on here. So it might be a possibility to set up that Morgott to either force your hand on the opponent to go ahead and rush Morgott, or there's also an easy way to rush that 5th column and then just straight up go for the Somber 9 and then rush Altus.
Yeah, the Altus is actually, this is a pretty strong Altus board here. Altus Hero's Grave, Radahn is an Altus square. Also, we have Radahn and Radahn's Great Rune on there. So that's very strong. Not Cemetery Shades. The Onyx Lord, though, could be an Altus, right? The Carrier Manor one without Everjails nor Loretta on the board, it's unlikely that it'll most likely be the one in Altus. We see Draconic Tree Sentinel that could be synergized with tree bosses in Altus. And yeah, I think overall it is a pretty strong Altus board. And both the players are underway. Actually, interestingly enough, we see a divergence in the starting classes here. Nexus going with the Flowerstone Gavel, meanwhile Snowy is going with the weapon that he can wield. The Gavel is a solid weapon. It is somber.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's so good that you have to start with it, though. Granted, I did not see the exact starting stat spread on these classes. I'm pretty surprised, though. You know, neither player going with the balls, but that class did only have 6 endurance.
Yeah. That is true. I don't like having low endurance ever. It doesn't help, because especially when you're running and you're having to deal like an area with Rhea Lucaria, having low endurance could literally mean you getting grabbed for no reason, and that's a significant time loss, and you really don't want that to happen. Though I'm surprised with Snowy going with the Morningstar, because I understand the Morningstar is a very good smithing stone weapon, but you also have to think, like, there's not a ton of squares on here that you can 100% rush with a weapon. It's either you rush it with the items, with the consumables only, or you just run around collecting stuff. So I'm not sure if it's the correct class to go with, but I guess we'll see what his thought process is during this match.
Yeah. Also, just want to say the stream delay is a little bit more. Blue player always has a bit of a stream delay because of the browsers I use. It's just more pronounced because Nexus's NASA's computer is just probably in damn near real time, and there's literally no stream delay at all for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think out of Nexus, it just has to be a paintings race, and I think for Snowy, this is a really bad middle square. Nexus is arguably one of the just fastest players in the league, especially this rookie league. So racing him for a middle square that is just a speed run collection square sounds like a bad idea to me.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. With the 3 paintings though, there are like different ways to do it. I understand that the Lernia way is most likely faster, but if you have a really good Margit fight, I think that the painting in Stormveil can actually be a little bit faster, because if you go and just speed run the Margit fight, especially with a weapon like Morningstar, because it's bleed and it's a heavy weapon, it hits hard.
Yeah.
I think getting that Stormveil painting and then heading over to Weeping, grabbing the Sacred Church Sacred Tier, and also getting the painting can be very worthwhile.
Yeah, I will say though, even if that was the idea, I think it's by virtue of just getting the Church of Ella Grace, I think Snowy's pretty sunk on this middle square. Routing is going to be important here for Nexus, right? If you've never speed ran paintings before, you want to make sure you're minimizing your loading screens. So if you're going absolutely the fastest, you should go for probably he looks like he's going to Celia first. That is going to be slightly slower. He's going to have an extra load screen. He probably should have picked up the one in Limgrave first, but it's a few second loss. However, these things matter.
Yeah. I will say though, with this Celia Crystal Tunnel, it does set you up for Somber +9, because you're able to do the Celia skip towards Fort Feroth, and then you can set up that Grace, and that sets you up for Radagon Source Seal and everything. So being able to have that Celia Crystal Tunnel for the +6, and then getting the +5 from Caleb, that sets you up for that Somber +9.
You know, one idea that I think I really do like this paintings in the Turtle Pope idea, right? And then you can force your opponent to do, like, you can go set up Altus, right? It's a strong Altus board. Progress other ways. Meanwhile, you can force your opponent to do either like Somber +9 or Limgrave bosses early, because like 7 Limgrave bosses is doable early, but it is definitely a time sink square. And your time is definitely more valuable at the start of the game. So you don't want to be wasting time in the opening 30 to 45 minutes knocking off Limgrave bosses. You'd rather be looking to pick up quicker squares elsewhere.
Yeah, of course. I will say though, that is a very good idea, and I think it actually would be the best play on here, especially just setting up Lernia. Like, there's Tibia Mariners, so you could block off that column if they ever try to force a different column. There's the 2 Cemetery Shades. You could do Grafted Scion. You could just go to the Chapel real quick, the Chapel of Anticipation, and block that column off. And then just getting Altus access after blocking the board off your opponent. It's probably the way to do it here.
You know, I honestly, the more I think about this, I think the Celia painting should have been done last. Because Nexus is trapped. He didn't even sit at a Grace, so he's trapped right now.
No. Well, I think what he's going to do is he's going to do the Celia skip. I think that he's going to do the Celia skip, get Fort Feroth, side of Grace, rest at it, and then...
Yeah, but if you do that, you're delaying paintings and you're leaving it open for your opponent to snipe that square. That's why I was saying this one should have been done last. Right? Because then afterwards you've claimed the square, then you can run and go get Dectus and such.
He's not doing the Celia skip. He's actually activating the gate.
Yeah, just going the safe way here.
Though, however, I think Snowy does know the Celia skip, so that actually might save him seconds over him.
Nexus knows it. I just think he's made the decision, made the decision like it's not worth it for whatever reason today. Like I can say, you know, I know Celia skip, I do it a lot, but for instance in like the rando league that I'm in, I don't typically go for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Snowy does hard rush these paintings, like honestly a bit of a speedrun mistake by both of them, because now Nexus has to jump up here and both of them will have to talk to Melina. You should have either done this one last or grabbed the Grace in the cave, because Melina will not talk to you in a cave.
Yeah. I think just the idea that's going in their head is setting up the Fort Feroth Grace, because it is just such a strong Grace. But I totally understand rushing the paintings right off the bat. That is going to be faster for them if they do it the other way around.
Yeah, I think you have to. I think you should have rushed it. Nexus should pivot off here. He should realize that Snowy's also racing him on paintings, and he's made a mistake. He should go for consumables only or something else right now, because by virtue of getting this Feroth Grace, he now has zero hope of winning paintings. He needs to pivot off this because he's just gonna get sniped. If Snowy was going like consumables only, would have been marked by now, and I think for Nexus he would just have to go for it. So Snowy now is running a weird way.
Yeah, he's... you know what it is? He's setting up the strength tier and then setting up those graces in Limgrave while also going towards Artist Shack, I think. Which, this is definitely not the fastest way to rush paintings, but... I mean... At least he's setting up if he does end up lose the square. It really does suck if he does end up losing the square because of this, because of the fact that it is the middle square and it's very important.
Yeah, I'm both these guys are just being really greedy going for these paintings. Which I'm surprised about, right? Because consumables only goes at about minute 3, right? So if your opponent doesn't mark consumables only, you need to logically think that, okay, I'm in a race here, right? Because if consumables only pops at around a minute 3, you know, okay, right, I have a lead, like I'm not being contested on this, or at the very least I'm ahead, so I can greed a little bit. In this case though, you are just straight up in a race and you have to go for it.
Yeah, 100%. Where is Snowy going?
I'm not 100% sure. He's taking some weird pathing to the Artist Shack, but at this point he's well behind. He does have Stormhill Shack Grace, but Nexus is just going to pick up this Grace and go here.
Yeah. These players are not optimally rushing the square. That is strange.
Yeah, I mean, Nexus is... I don't understand Snowy's logic right here. I guess, you know, he made it to the shack, but I'm curious what your opinion is on the physic. For me, it's like only like, I guess if you're running by the strength tier or something, you can pick it up, but in this situation I would not have gone out of my way, because as long as Nexus doesn't fail the skip here, he has this.
You know what he could be doing? Setting up the Artist Shack. He could possibly be going for the physic and sacred tier and then doing the teleport, and then instead of going up Celia, he would just be going from the Garok teleporter and then going straight towards that painting, which I guess sort of makes sense, but I still think it's faster to go from up Celia. Yeah, it is still faster. Yeah, so I can understand the idea, but yeah, and like I will say, Nexus's routing has been, I think, more precise here early, but just greedier, right? Or just like they were both greedy in their routing. Nexus's greed was just more precise. Because I guess we'll see. As long as he gets down here, Nexus, barring a wild incident, Nexus should have this center square, and it's going to put Snowy on the back foot, and will be a massive snipe early on in this game. Just losing flat out on this square you're both racing for. It's center square. It's a big match. Never a good feeling, right? Yeah. And of course, they still have to run to the rewards, of course, right? No, just paintings. Is it just the paintings? Yeah, it's just paintings, yeah. Yeah, it was, there was a square that was 2 painting rewards, but honestly, we liked the 3 painting square because there was more variety. Because 2 rewards is done the exact same way every single time. With 3 paintings, at least you have 4 options, pick 3. Technically there are more, of course, but it just in practice, right? There's only 4 paintings that ever get picked up, but you pick 3 of them, adds more variety. And yeah, Nexus here isn't even doing the halberd check. He's just going straight there. This route actually is 2 seconds faster. Is it really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's going straight towards it. Nexus should end up getting the square, and then.
Yeah, oh, and the halberd check is Dragon Halberd. So
Ooh,
Nexus better go back and
okay.
check that. Otherwise, Snowy's going to have a massive weapon advantage the entire time. Dragon Halberd, arguably the best weapon in Bingo. Very easy to wield, has frost and a buff in a lightning buff Ash of War. It is just an incredible weapon.
I am waiting to see who gets that set up first, because that'll be very important to set up as fast as possible.
Yeah, it's going to depend a bit on their starting stats, right?
Yeah.
All right, Nexus is about to get the square. We're going to check in with Snowy and get his thoughts to see where he's going to go after the snipe.
There.
I mean, I can still recover, but it will just be very, very annoying. Yeah, he did it better than me. That sucks. Oh, he might get consumables too.
Yeah, actually going hard consumables would be good, but I understand for Nexus here, you got to do the halberd check, right? And
Yeah.
I think Snowy isn't going for it. I wonder if either player will go for consumables.
There's no way they don't go for that.
I mean, if Nexus is going for it, because Nexus could go consumables into troll bosses and put Snowy in a really hard spot. Like, there's a lot of options that he has with this early center square, because the middle column and the middle row could both be fairly threatening. Even just a simple square like Grafted Scion could force Snowy into Altus right away, right?
Yeah. See Nexus going for it. I wonder if Snowy's going to even make a second thought of it.
Well, the problem is Nexus had the first mover advantage, which is basically when you mark a square on the board, you're the person who conveys the information first, and you get to act on it before your opponent, because your opponent has to read the information, process it, and then make a decision. So I understand it is just a matter of seconds, but that matter of seconds would be the difference in this square. And that's why Snowy probably felt like he could not go for it. He would have beat him because Nexus didn't check Dragon Halberd beforehand, but it would have been fairly risky. And we will go full screen with Nexus here.
I also think that Snowy did end up picking the Church of Ella Grace, which I'm surprised.
You fucker.
Yeah, he did. Not the cleanest consumables only from Nexus, but he's uncontested here.
He did get a headshot with the cookery though. It's landing the headshots now.
No headshots? Really? Dude, can you fucking die?
Now, also another point, so Nexus here is going to get this square also because he's at Fort Farah, so he can go get his Dragon Halberd online, at least stat-wise first, right? Because he can probably go and immediately get this Source Seal, and more likely than not, he will be able to wield this Dragon Halberd off rip. This is an incredibly strong early game from Nexus here. Snowy's up against the wall, and we're just 15 minutes in.
Yeah. I think that Nexus's greedy play didn't end up paying off, but it was because of Snowy's poor pathing towards the Artist Shack.
Mm-hmm. Snowy here, it looks like he's going for Grafted Scion, or just either going for it now or setting it up for later. Would be a nice square getting the block on the diagonal. And anything on any diagonal square is just inherently more valuable. But you know, Nexus here has Source Seal, has Dectus Halves, and has 2 squares on the board to none.
Yeah. Nexus has a very, very strong start now.
Yeah. The Snowy's going for Scion, and I will say if I was Nexus, I wouldn't be too concerned about it, because I think your biggest threats are on the row and column, not the diagonal.
Yeah. And there's not really any synergy with Crafted Scion. There's no like Laurenia bosses. There's no like really anything in Laurenia to match this up with.
Yeah. And plus, this is sketchy for Snowy because this is basically starting stats.
Yeah.
Not really an extra health. Plus, like, he does have a Dragon Albert, of course. But that red bar is not very big. So
Yeah.
we'll go full screen with Snowy as he prepares to fight the Scion here.
Hope.
Let's see how it goes.
Maybe I should have held on to this. That's kind of a misplay, but I kind of just wanted to get it out of the way. Unfortunate.
Big moment
I
here for
saw
Snowy. Match could
maybe,
really start to snowball if he loses time here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm heavy rolling. Oh my
Oh.
gosh, dude, I choked. Okay, it's fine. We'll just go turtle.
And he
pop.
dies. He was fat rolling. Forgot to check his armor.
Unless
Oh
he, I
no.
mean, consumables did take.
Yeah, this is a really poor. This is a really like bad start from Snowy. Obviously, he can come back from it, but not good.
Yeah, this is not good at all.
Yeah.
He's leaving it.
Yeah, probably going for atone your sins.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Nexus though going for Temple Quarter's a great grace here because he can set up for Academy Key and troll bosses.
Yeah. I think rushing troll bosses is definitely the play here to put pressure on that line.
Yeah. You know, depending on Snowy's pathing, I think in this position you have to run to Third Church. You cannot go through Red Wolf because you just need this square and you need it now.
Yeah.
But what I really like what Nexus is doing here actually, this is kind of a more higher level play, instead of using your early advantage to continue to put pressure on, using your early advantage to go get set up, right? So now Nexus is up 2-0. He can go set up his character, set up graces, like, you know, he could get Dectus online +4 his weapon by the time Snowy evens this game up, but then he has a massive character lead.
Oh yeah, 100%. And you could also be thinking at Nexus's point of view, he has no idea what Snowy's doing. So he could honestly be thinking that Snowy's been doing prep time this entire time, or he's just been setting up graces. So
Yeah.
you have no idea what Snowy is doing. So doing this prep is definitely the most safe and probably the best play right here.
Yeah, I don't know. Typically I would agree where I would say it's not safe to assume a snipe here.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the
definitely
thing
with
is,
this
if
board-
you don't snipe him on paintings, why did he not win consumables only? Right, like
yeah,
that's the
100%.
question that I'd be asking myself. And Snowy is going straight to the Turtle Pope,
Okay.
which actually this is not necessarily a bad grace to have. It puts you next to, you could do the Liurnia Shade. The shade
also
is
potentially
pretty
the
that
Erdtree
shade is
Avatar.
pretty nasty though.
Yeah. You could also do the Erdtree Avatar up here, but it is very long run, so I'm not sure if that is definitely the way to go, but I mean, you have the grace set up, and if you can't think of any other tree bosses, well, there you go, you gotta do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually think this is the correct play from Nexus. Like, you have the lead, go make Snowy chase you while you get set up, and then you're gonna have the advantage going into the end game. He's ahead on ahead on map progression, he's ahead on Dectus, and now he's ahead on weapon level. If he wants, he can even go try to greed troll bosses right now, which looks like he's going to do. Alternatively, though, he could just try to progress his character or progress his map, even get into Altus early.
Let's see its own first score.
Yep. Nexus probably is happy about seeing that Turtle Pope pop, right? Because now that you know Snowy was doing Turtle Pope, you're probably free to go do troll bosses here and put pressure on the row 3.
Yeah, 100%. I think that also Nexus is very comfortable with a low vigor level. He did upgrade it to the 15, and he does have the Radagon Source Seal, so it's technically at 20, but he does take more damage. But I think that Nexus is very comfortable at a low level, which is why I think him with a Somber 4 is very scary still. So I think
Yeah.
it is the right amount of setup, and it's going to be perfect for this square here.
And we have double boss fights. On the left is the 5-time champion, Bulls, Carrion Knight. Meanwhile, Snowy will be fighting Grafted Scion on the right side.
Nexus not getting the stagger. There you go.
Nexus is going to get this square, and Snowy goes down again.
Oh no, dude.
Really unfortunate start to this match for Snowy, as Nexus is going to start to beeline this middle row.
Yeah.
Now, only Bulls gets in it. Bulls is the 5-time champ. He gets an intro.
Yeah, he's going straight for that Ungrave tunnel. Going straight for that boss.
Yep, you're going immediately in here. Nexus is... Can you drop down here and not die? That's a wild skip. That's a wild skip to save 3 seconds.
That is definitely a thing. That is way too scary for me. I don't want to do that.
Doesn't do Celia skip, but does that. Fair enough. Fair play to him, right?
If it gets in the square, it gets in the square. I don't know.
Yeah.
Snowy going up to Fort Faroth now?
Yeah, I think just getting Sword Dectus online, I think his logic is like, I think for Snowy, it's like, I need to progress my map anyways. I don't have a lot of health right now. I've been getting my ass kicked by Scion. Let's go to Faroth. Let's get the Gold Rune 12. Maybe we can upgrade this thing to +1, +2, and I can get a little bit more health from the Source Seal. I would assume that's the logic for Snowy right now, and I think it is the correct play because, like, I think the Scion play is nice, but you're getting your ass kicked, and when you're getting your ass kicked, you got two options: either hope that the next time is the one, or pivot and then come back.
Yeah, 100%.
Where's the duo boss?
I think he honestly might be going for the Radon play after Grafted Scion.
Somber Bellbearing 2 is a duo boss, so that's not bad.
Yeah, he might have to go early Radon because of the pressure on row 3.
This should be a very, very quick fight.
Yeah, just completely eviscerated.
Yeah, my god.
And there's troll bosses for Nexus, so now it is a 3-1 game.
Very scary line.
You know, Nexus might beeline Radon now.
Is he really?
He might. It's a good play. Radon's has a lot of synergy here. It gets you into Altus. Radon himself is a square as well as Radon's Great Rune. If needed, it sets you up for Morgott later. Also gets you runes to get towards rune level 55. And the one thing is, when you take a scary fight early like Radon, obviously it's high risk, right? You're likely one shot. You know, a lot of bad stuff can happen. But if you do get it, you then have that big cushy red bar for the rest of the match, and you're just chilling, right? So it's a high risk, high reward play here for Nexus.
I think that Nexus will get to the fight first because Snowy hasn't grabbed the other Dectus half, and right now Nexus is running for that half straight beeline, no stops.
Yeah. And Snowy has to +4 his weapon too. His weapon's still +0, meanwhile Nexus is +4. You kind of opened your third eye here before the match. I think you said, I really favor whoever gets their weapon online first. And so far it has been Nexus, and Snowy's been really up against it so far this game. Also, you know, the more that I look at it, that even not the top left to bottom right, the bottom left to top right diagonal with Altus is pretty strong, right? Because you can do Radon. You can also then get into capital. You can make progress towards tree bosses with Draconic Tree Sentinel. Duo Trios is a later square, or a tougher square, right? You don't want to do it with not a lot of VIG because those Duo Trios will hit you. You can get seals a lot easier in Altus. And you can get the Godfrey icon in Altus as well. Snowy's immediately going back here for Scion, so we will go check in with Snowy.
So we get it this time.
Come on, Snowy.
Should have this. Keeps getting hurt by that jump attack.
Ouch. I hate Scion. Oh my gosh, I suck against this boss. Holy, just nerves.
So he's taking too many hits.
Yeah.
That's just.
Oh no.
This is a rough start for me.
Yeah, I think the nerves are getting Snowy, right?
Yeah.
Look, he's played against Nexus a lot, and I'm not sure, exactly the results of their practice matches, but Snowy has come on late here, right? I feel like over the last few weeks he's gotten a lot better. Everyone in the field's gotten a lot better, but Snowy in particular has improved a lot. But I do wonder, right? I think Nexus has gotten the better of him in their practice matches, right? So that can mentally affect you, especially for a player who comes off as very all confident as Snowy, right? Going into a match where you have doubts, that can be tough for you. Because the thing about bingo is, and I'm sure you'd agree with it, it's such a mental game, right? You got to think about the board. You got to think about your execution. It's just a lot to manage. Then when you throw nerves on top of it, it can be a bit hairy.
Yeah, 100%. I think that I think the biggest issue here is just the fact that Nexus has such good execution. It's definitely going to lead him to winning this game because of the fact that I'm pretty sure he can do hitless Radahn at such a low level. So we will definitely see if he has trouble with that or not.
Yeah, Nexus was literally right before the match. She was practicing Nexus or practicing Radahn with a +0 club or something.
That's crazy.
Dude, this is so bad.
Almost like Nexus predicting the board. It's only 1 HP.
And a dream, though.
He did get the frostbite. That's huge.
Oh, I have to get close to you.
No, don't be scared.
First try,
And nicely
easy.
done, Snowy. Good job. He does get it.
There you go.
I think Nexus is going to
Feed
be...
into anything else that I need to care about. Not.
I'm almost 100% sure Nexus rushes Radahn here.
Not really.
But the thing is that Snowy could go for the tree name bosses and have a possible way to
Okay, now
block it.
Somberstone Bell.
Yeah, he seems pretty happy about that. And it looks like he's going Somberstone Bell Bearings, actually, which is another great play. Maybe not as valuable as Radahn, but it does shut down the board and allow him to further his weapon advantage, getting it to a +6. Additionally, the Somberstone Bell Bearing 2 boss, that is a duo boss. So he can make progress towards the top left or top right square in duo trio.
Yeah, of course. That's a very good synergy there.
Yeah, maybe not as valuable as the Radahn play, but it gets him more runes, gets him a little bit more health before Radahn, so he can probably take a shot. And higher level weapon, it just, you're getting a lot of equity out of this play, and it makes the Radahn play much more comfy. Especially because Snowy got that square, but one of the problems for him is he used his Gold Rune 7 or Gold Rune 12, which is worth 7.5k, to invest into health. So it's going to be harder for him to get his Dragon Halberd online here.
It did secure him the win, though. He was 1 HP at one point in that last fight. So it did help out, but he's not going to be able to fully set up this weapon without doing more running around collecting runes, which puts him at even more of a possible time loss. And Nexus is just going to keep getting map progression and keep getting set up.
Yeah. Also, not necessarily circulating to the game, but I do love the fact that Snowy is wearing the Snow Witch skirt or dress or whatever the entire time. Very, very thematic.
Yes.
Nexus was just stopping at that merchant really quickly, selling his armor, right? Because he had the young lion armor. He had a remembrance piece of armor, And that armor is really valuable. I think it was worth like 2,000. So just to get him an extra level or two selling the armor, if you're not going to wear it, might as well get something out of it, right?
Yeah, it's totally fair. I don't usually think about doing that in my games, so that might be something I gotta look at.
Yeah, it could be, you know, I've thought about it. It would be slightly slower, but it could be useful in a situation, right? Like if for some reason you need to start with cracked pots and consumables only, you have expensive armor, you could sell that armor.
Yeah.
To get the consumables. Looks like Snowy here is working on Ruins bosses, so we'll go full screen with him.
Dude, I can't hit.
Snowy's probably looking to create counterplay on row 4.
Yeah. Snowy taking damage to that pumpkin.
But gets it down. Nicely done.
Clearly tanking the fight.
Yeah, I really like what Nexus is doing here. Just getting, because this is going to get him levels, get some great board equity, and then he can go into the Radon play. And then at that point, it's really hard to stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he could go Bell Bearing straight into Tibia Mariners or Onyx Lord for a block on this row 4 that Snowy seems to be trying to create counterplay on. And then at that point, it's just shut down the board, win squares.
Yeah.
Next is fighting the Crystallian duo here.
I also think that this is a very smart play for going for the Somber Stone Bearings because Nexus is very, very confident with this Falling Star Beast fight. So being able to be comfortable with such a fight will definitely set him up for really, really good progression here.
Nexus is choosing to not use the Ash here, though.
Yeah, that is definitely not something you want to miss out on. That Frostbite's it makes this fight even easier.
And the extra lightning damage. Like the Dragon Halberd is like not very good without the Ash. The Ash is what makes it from like a C tier weapon to an S tier weapon. So if you don't have that buff on there, that's definitely a mistake.
100%. Going for the jump R2s for faster poise break. Very smart.
Oh, I got a frost. Oh yeah.
You should be able to secret this out very easily.
Yep. Nicely done there by Nexus.
Very nice.
Now it just has to go straight to Falling Star Beast. He did not grab the Grace earlier, so he's going to have to go through the trap chest again.
I know, he's able to travel. Oh no, you're saying for Celia.
Yeah, I'm saying he has to go through the trap chest one more time.
I gotcha.
I swear, if Nexus didn't do Celia skip, but all of a sudden decides to bust out the Celia tunnel skip, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, I think he will. He has practiced that a lot before, and he seems pretty confident in it.
No, we might be looking at Deathrite Bird here.
It looks like Snowy's trying to do sort of a scatter shot strategy in order. No.
No, sorry. He was running more north, but then we went back to the EG teleporter. But you were saying with the scatter shot strategy? Yeah,
the scatter shot strategy to be able to block off the board from your opponent and then fully blocking him off and then going for those easy squares in order to basically get more squares up on your opponent and also blocking them off of bingo.
Sweet.
So Nexus doesn't do the Celia skip, but does the Celia tunnel skip flawlessly first try. I mean, that was hot, but fair enough. Wild behavior, but it that was sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
This is definitely a skip that I need to learn. He's trapped again. He didn't. He went straight from the teleport, so it makes sense.
This will be fun. I don't know if I'll go and get the 5. I think I'll get the one from Radon.
Snowy getting his weapon set up to a +2. He has the Somber 3. He just wasn't able to upgrade yet.
Ow! How did that hit me? I suck, bro.
Nexus says ow like he actually got, like he stubbed his toe in real life.
Alright, this is gonna be fun, isn't it, with this weapon? Alright, this will be real fun with this weapon, I feel like.
Hearing Nexus practice fights is always so funny because he does make those little comments like all the time.
Okay, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing, dude?
Long Beast being pretty nice there, just letting him heal.
Okay, that is a good. Alright, the R1
Just taking a
is
little
good.
stroll with Falling Star Beast, you know.
Good to know, good to know.
Actually, the jump R1 tech with that is to hit the head.
You're not staggered though. There we go.
He's just lighting this thing up.
Dead? Question mark? Sweet.
Not reapplying the issue. Oh, no, there it is. Okay.
Yep.
And that's
Nicely done there.
Very nice.
We could see a Radon race here because Nexus was saying Radon. I think he's gonna go for it now. Has to sit to the Grace because he is still trapped to the chest. But yeah, this is a really strong position here for Nexus.
Yeah.
And actually, no, does not go Radon. Instead, going back into Altus. Looking at potentially sniping away Ruins bosses.
Oh, yeah.
Or Tibias.
If he does Ruin bosses, he gets the Ritual Sword, which he can't use because he doesn't have the Talisman Pouch, but it's still a very good talisman to be able to use once he does end up getting the Talisman Pouch.
I don't think he ever will, though. Because there's no reason really to kill Margit here unless you're going for Morgott.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he can get it from the Two Remembrances after he does the Two Remembrances for Draconic Tree into Lindell.
It's fine. That's good damage. What? That hit me? Okay, I guess.
Very easy fight for Nexus here.
Right,
Yep, nicely done. Let's see where Snowy's going.
That's one.
He just got into Altus, and he's making the Radon play.
Is he? Okay.
Also, guys, I just want you to know we're gonna have ads here. We gotta run them. They're gonna come in just a second. Hopefully, though, they should be done by the time Snowy enters into the Radon fight. Yeah, Nexus here is going Ruins bosses. Gonna go straight to Pumpkinhead. I think Nexus should have gone for Radon after Sommerstone Minor Spell Bearings, because this could really allow Snowy to get back into this game here. Because it is effectively a double square and will fix all of his rune problems that he's been having so far. That being said, though, is Snowy's weapon even +3?
No. That's only +2 right now. He's going for the Golden Ruins and Kayla to finish it off.
But where's he going to be able to get the 4? Unless he kills a Lion Guardian. And honestly, I don't know if that's horrific. As crazy as it sounds. Because I would not want to be doing Radon with a +2.
How'd you hit me? Or how'd you miss that? What, you suck. I take it back. I take it back. I'm sorry. That's gonna hit you. Nope.
Nexus and the Mad Pumpkin fight.
All right, larval tier, larval tier, larval tier, larval tier. Get the larval tier.
God, hearing Nexus fight bosses, that's so funny, man.
Nexus is actually he's setting up for column 5.
Is he really?
Ruins bosses, larval tiers. He already has a duo trio boss down. He could synergize with Pumpkinhead duo as his final Ruins boss and a duo trio, setting up for that column 5, trying to put pressure on Morgott. Snowy might be ahead on Morgott because if he gets Radon here, but regardless, sending Snowy into it. And if you put that pressure on, then go kill DTS. Take the equity out of capital. Don't let him get equity along the way, and then don't go for it. Just take DTS and then don't go for it. Set up elsewhere.
Honestly, setting up Somber +9 after DTS, I think, would be probably the best play, because that just gives you a stupid OP weapon to finish up the rest of these squares super fast.
Don't fuck me. Stop fucking me, please. Stop it! Stop it, please! Please! Try Frost. Or Stagger, by that matter. Ouch.
Falls off the cliff. This
here.
is a awkward rune bear fight. Oh, and there's the stagger. I think. No, he staggered a noble.
There we go.
Oh. Now everyone's involved,
I'm so
though.
confused.
Everyone's involved.
There's a grace.
There it is.
There it is.
Wait. He's... Oh no, you don't have to pick it up. Okay.
Snowy set up Radon now seems to be going back for tree bosses. I think Snowy here a little, maybe too, he just needs to be committal.
It's so strange I'm not going for Radon.
Yeah. Also,
so-
maybe just for runes
Maybe.
to upgrade,
Did he knock it over?
because he's broke.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it was literally just going for runes. Just like, what's the fastest boss that I can kill to get runes to upgrade?
Quick thinking. I think that was a good play.
Yeah, because he's actually still even short of the +5, but I think he's just gonna send it at this point. Has it up to +4. Meanwhile, Nexus here does seem to be eyeing Pumpkinhead Duo. That will be his final Ruins boss, his second Duo Trio boss, and puts a lot of pressure on this Home 5.
Wait, what was his other Duo Trio boss? Because I know he did the
Crystallian Duo.
Crystallian.
Well, it will not complete the square, but he would have 2 out of 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were
So
saying it was going to complete it.
He could go do Demi-Human Chiefs or Nox Duo right after. Probably
Yeah.
Demi-Human Chiefs. Or Bofa Duo, if you really want to be bold with it.
And no one wants to do Bofa Duo unless it's like the one in the
Yeah.
last squares.
I mean, I think
way-
in this situation though, it is just like the pressure on the column 5 to me is worth more than the synergy, right? I do understand getting the synergy, but I would rather just spend 90 seconds doing Demi-Human Chiefs and ensure that I get this column 5 pressure rather than the other way around. That being said though, you know, he could lose larval tears because if Snowy gets Radon done quickly and then immediately goes underground, could snipe Nexus on larval tears even though Nexus already has 1.
That is true, especially if Nexus doesn't go for it immediately.
I'm trying to plan what I do if I see Radon.
But does Snowy have that plan in his brain? Or
I don't
does he
wanna
just
think
think he
about
has to get the fastest square after Radon?
It's probably likely. That...
Sounds like he's more worried about a Radon snipe.
Okay, that's just right. Okay. I guess I do have my physic, which will cover half my health. Alright, let's do this. We're on.
Going with the R1s, I'm not sure. I mean, you may want to just activate the Frostbite.
Oh!
That's what I rolled. What?
No, he gets one
my
shot there.
gosh, dude.
That's crazy.
Nexus fighting Pumpkinhead Duo will go full screen with him. Very quick work of the first
one.
Pumpkinhead. That was also insane RNG. That Pumpkinhead just stood there and let him hit him.
Where's my stagger at? There it is.
And nicely done. There's Ruins bosses for Nexus and 2 out of 3 duo trios back with Snowy.
Yeah. Surprised that these players aren't using the Dragon Halberd with like the Ash of War. The Ash of War is stupid strong on this.
That's so good. Thank goodness you went
They're
for
going for R1s or like R2s, but
oh my, I have larval tears.
Yeah, Snowy is confident he has larval tears, but needs to get this right here, right now.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I got hit.
Not Snowy. That's a good first stage.
Nexus is cleaning up demi-human chiefs. We will stay big screen with Snowy.
Nexus gonna do a trio boss.
No, dude.
Oh man.
I'm choking. I'm choking.
It's yeah. Nexus? I actually don't know. What is he going for here?
My mic was muted. My mic was muted. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yep. Thank you for letting me know. I'm an idiot. We'll go back full screen with Snowy.
Is there a larval tier near
There's
Caveman?
one.
Well, why is he going for that one?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I guess he could just go straight to Village afterwards, and I guess.
In for Onyx Lord.
Yeah. Oh,
This is really bad here for Snowy.
If that was Snowy, I'd pivot. Dude, try to get the tree names.
No, you're so up against a wall, right? And you need larval tears, and the only way you can get larval tears at this point is through Radon. Like, at least fast enough.
Yeah. Has Nexus even died yet? I don't think so. Right?
I don't think so. Is there a larval tier next to the Onyx Lord? In which case, that's a really good play. I actually didn't know there was one there. If that's true, Noya.
So surprised, because I would never go for that larval tier. But if that really is right next to the Onyx Lord, then that is a very good play.
Yeah, I know that Pydia sells one, but I'm saying if there's a second one actually next to the Onyx Lord, in which case that's really strong. I know Pydia sells one, but I didn't know if there was a second one over there. Check.
he gets DTS, that'll be annoying, but like, whatever. I don't want to get... I just need to get this here. I mean, I don't even get one shot, it's not even hitless.
Yeah, there are two larval tiers behind Luretta. We'll go dual screen to watch both fights.
Only thing is, I thought that painting reward was the larval tier.
Is it a painting reward?
I think.
It is a painting reward, but he already has the painting. It's the Liurnia Artist Shack painting.
That's crazy for
if he knows
that
about
for
that,
this
that's
board.
crazy. That's crazy game knowledge. Yeah, Snowy's having a rough go of it.
Very clean fight for Nexus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Snowy, man.
That's absolutely insane game knowledge for Nexus if he knows that that larval tier, there's a larval tier behind a painting here. Really, really cool play for Nexus here.
Yeah, because he does Onyx Lord, he does larval tiers, completely blocks off Snowy without even any chance.
Also, this is one thing, you know, I think we know because like we've played with Snowy. Snowy can be very stubborn. Where if something isn't going his way, he will just bang a head against the wall until it works. And it's not going his favor.
I feel him on that though. I've done that before in my bingo matches, and I've just been super stubborn, but I've been lucky to be able to work on those moments.
Let's get it here. Wait, my thing's about to go out. Let's get it, let's get it.
Nexus got the second larval tier and is right now going to grab the third.
Assuming he knows about it. I think he does. Big Frost and nicely done there for Snowy. He does get it. Let's see if Nexus knows about this. He's going Onyx Lord here.
He might be going Onyx Lord and then larval tier. Or maybe he doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I
maybe
suppose
he just
that works.
Him to snipe me or to chase me.
To me, larval tiers is just a 10 times more valuable square than Onyx Lord.
Oh, he does.
But he also just saw Radon get marked, so he might think he has time. And also
you don't
might
have too much time
down.
because the Mimic tier is 3 larval tiers.
Not. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did he not stack right there? Hello? Nope.
Yeah, I was coming out of Nexus.
Okay, that's another Onyx Lord. Or not another, but that is an Onyx Lord.
So there goes Onyx Lord. Yeah, Nexus didn't know about it.
Oh, wow.
Would have been...
Does he go to Village?
He is going to Village. He will still get this square, but would have been absolutely absurd game knowledge.
Yeah, okay.
Because, I mean, I've watched... look, at this point, hell, it's a part-time job for me commentating bingo, and I had no idea that was there, so... would have been incredibly impressive game knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Nexus here will just go ahead and get the final larval tier, and then he just... I think you go...
I think he just does probably Godric Renala. Or not Godric Renala.
I don't think you need
Radon.
to go for it, though. I don't think you need to go for Morgott. I think you know you lost Radon. Going for Morgott would be a mistake. Just use that pressure, you know, clean up stuff elsewhere, right?
That's fair.
Like Deathbird, Deathrite Bird is fast, especially with the graces that he has. 3 Tibias is really fast. You could do Altus Hero's Grave right after that. Seals is fast. Shades is fast. Bofa Duo's fast. Like there's a lot of easy squares for Nexus to pick off here.
Yeah.
It looks
I
like
could also see
Snowy's probably going to go Draconic.
I think that is possibly the best play on this.
Yeah, Draconic is a nice play from Snowy here, I think, because it sets you up towards Morgott and also protects you. Because Nexus could look to snipe DTS away to try to just take any synergy out of Morgott and isolate that square, right?
Yeah. Only thing is, he had a good amount of issue with Radon, but now he has that vigor. But is it enough vigor for DTS?
Well, he also has a +5 now, so
Oh, okay.
it should be fine.
Then that should be alright.
Yeah, James is. He's decided I need attention.
You kitty.
It's a needy little bastard. But yeah, next here at War Master Shack, looks like he is going Deathbird, Deathrite Bird. He just has so many options here for how he can clean this game up. Like it's really like he can. The world is his oyster in regards to cleaning up this game. I would like to see him maybe get a square like Altus Hero's Grave to just block all the bingos, right? Because there technically are still 2 bingos available for Snowy. Column or row 2 and column 2. And
Yeah.
Altus Hero's Grave would shut that down. By the way, Snowy is going straight for DTS.
Snowy getting hit by the giant arrow. That's happened to me way too many times.
Oh,
Wait, am
Nexus
I
is
at
getting
three?
tag teamed by some goats.
Shit, I don't know. Am I at 3 or am I at 4? Shit.
Does Nexus not know the count for his bosses in Limgrave?
I think he's lost the count.
That's not good.
I forgot that that attack does that.
Oh, he went back down to 3. He has the right count.
Oh, he has more than 3. There's Bofa, Demi-Human Chiefs, Pumpkinhead,
Okay.
Deathrite Bird, or Deathbird,
Oh, yeah, it does have 4 though.
and the Troll. He has 5.
Oh, yeah. He might miss Mark.
Yeah,
If
he's
he,
at
if he
5
goes
right
for
now.
Oh,
it.
yeah, that was kind of stupid.
If he does end up going for it. But there's a good chance he doesn't. Very good luck and a very good stagger on DTS.
Okay.
Oh, but he goes down. Nice
was
job,
just-
commentator scores. Tony, your first one.
no.
Congratulations, Tony, everybody.
Here I shouldn't
Oh,
oh, fuck.
my bad,
Slightly too much
Snowy.
of that.
Oh, no.
It had to happen eventually.
God damn it. I didn't want that to happen. God damn it.
Next is cleaning up the Deathrite Bird here.
Shit, I'm not using.
And then we'll go back with Snowy.
Oh, that didn't hit me. How? Where's my stagger? Oh, that didn't even hit.
Even Nexus not sure on now. That didn't hit him. I feel like it should have.
But yeah, Nexus
There you
is
go.
on 5 Limgrave bosses. He's only marked 3 though.
Yeah. Hopefully he recounts and realizes. So 9-3 lead. This is looking like a clean sweep, unless Snowy can get very lucky.
Okay, DTS done.
Nicely done there by Snowy.
There you go. What will Snowy do next?
You gotta just hope and get lucky and try to snipe some of these other squares away.
Yeah.
I would think next, I think
Who's at a higher level? I think it'd be Snowy, right? Because he has Radon and DTS.
yeah. But I think if you're Nexus, you're fine giving up Morgott and Rune level 55, right?
Yeah.
And even Radon's Great Rune. Like even if you give those all three of those squares away, you're still up. I think Seals or Shades is a really good square for Nexus. Just shut down that final bingo. Also, you could even go Tibias because Snowy's gonna sit on that Radon's Great Rune and try to snipe other squares. But if you go for Tibias and Icons, you then force Snowy to actually claim the square, right? So Radon's Great Rune should be Snowy's square any day of the week, but you can actually force him to claim it. Is the value that Nexus would get out of pressuring a bingo on column 1.
Yeah. I think that is definitely the way to go.
And it does look like it's going to be a Tibia Mariner race, actually.
Oh, wow.
Both of them pretty much in the exact same spot at the exact same time.
So Snowy has a lot more delay, so he could be actually ahead, technically. The Tibias do take extra damage from lightning because they're like in the water, correct?
Correct, yes.
Or,
and Snowy dies again. This has been a rough day for Snowy, man.
No.
Why am I not hitting the skeleton right behind him? Oh my god. Actually, that's good for me. Whoa.
Use the Ash of War.
Oh, that still hit me? Oh, damn, man.
Well, High Lord Wolnir is coming out to play.
Sincerely, fuck you. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's one.
There's the first one down. Snowy's now here again.
God, Nexus, dude. I can't. Gonna do the Limgrave to be a Mariner before the Lorenia one. Oh no. No, he is doing to be Limgrave.
Yeah. Yeah. You said the right thing there, but your brain said.
I saw him spawning Kaled. I was very confused.
I'm actually a big
I'm not
fan
gonna
of
lie, I
doing
don't
this
think
guy on
Nexus uses
his
sword, and
back.
it's like, I'm gonna go with Morgott. He has
Really?
9 squares.
Even with a weapon like this?
Yeah. I mean, I'd get off to do the ball,
Yeah, there we go.
but then just hit him with the force.
I need needed to happen.
Is it faster?
I like it for this one because it's easier to run around
Cool.
the skeletons. They because they do spear attacks which have really bad tracking. So as long as you're constantly kind of circling, it's pretty easy to dodge everything.
That's fair. I think doing that for the Altus one is smart, especially to dodge the big skeleton.
Yeah, the Limgrave and the Liurnia one, it's
Yes,
whatever, but for
yeah.
Altus, I would do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 2 for Nexus here.
Yeah. Snowy's gonna get sniped.
That's also Altus boss number 6 for Nexus.
Damn.
Or Limgrave boss number 6, my apologies.
I don't think he's keeping count of Limgrave bosses at this point.
Yeah, I don't think he is either. And just I want to make sure I have it right one more time. Troll, Tibia, Bofa, Pumpkinhead.
Deathbird.
Deathbird,
Yeah, it's 6.
Troll, Tibia, Bofa, Pumpkinhead, Deathbird. No, I'm confused. No, demi-humans, 6. Yes.
Demi-humans juice, yeah.
Yes, 6. Yep, and the ref just confirmed with me. It is 6.
So he
Can I
could
stop
miss
missing,
market.
please?
Yeah, Snowy's gonna get sniped here, unfortunately, unless Nexus dies of this Tibia.
Yeah.
Which is just bad to worse here for Snowy.
It's gonna be 10-4.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the squares that Snowy does have prior on, the 2 squares of,
Yeah.
Okay, really?
I don't know.
There it is.
I mean, Nexus, I think,
Third
needs to just
burner.
clean up, get something on column 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, Snowy got sniped there. He is going to Stormveil, it looks like.
What is he going to storm? For the seals, maybe?
For a seal and for Godric, for Capital. Because he could do Morgott into RL55. Nexus is going hard on seals now.
Okay. So Snowy could potentially snipe him on seals. Only thing is he has to beat Marga and then rush into the Stormveil Castle.
Well, Nexus has Alta Seal, Finger Seal, Beast Seal from Garronk, and then probably Fringe Folk.
Yeah.
Well, Nexus is sitting here. He should be recounting his Limgrave bosses in his head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Snowy has decided now's the time to get the Morgott block. Because yeah, Nexus is already at 2 seals here. Oh, yep, now he does buy it.
Easy teleport to Garronk for the 3rd, and then
Stranded
maybe
Graveyard.
whatever.
He's gonna go
Yeah.
for. Then this one is no doubt faster than the Dragon Communion Seal. And the thing is, this is the advantage, right? When you're up, you can just go fastest square available, right?
Yeah.
When you're behind, you got to look for synergy and that sort of stuff. And Nexus can just go like, oh yeah, it's like Stormveil is more synergy because it does get me closer to Godric and potentially Morgott. But why do I care about that? I just need to see square get square.
Yep. What do you see Nexus going for after this square? Because I'm actually very interested to see what he goes for next.
I mean, Limgrave bosses, but I think he might just not go for it because he's very lost in the sauce on the count. So assuming it's not Limgrave bosses, I think Altus Hero, like Shades, Icons, Altus Heroes Grave, Bofa Duo. Got a lot of options. Like just
Yeah.
so many options.
I think honestly going for the Altus, not Altus, the Mount Gelmir here grave is probably going to be the
Yeah.
fastest way, because you block that second column and then you just rush any of the other lines or
Yeah.
all the other squares.
I mean, in an ideal world, if he was going for Limgrave bosses, I would do Limgrave. I would do this, then the final Limgrave boss. I'd probably do Tree Sentinel, and then I would split progress. So I would probably go kill Red Wolf, get the Radigan icon, and then go for Altus Hero's Grave. And if I got sniped on Altus Hero's Grave, I would go back for the Godfrey icon.
Yeah.
And the reason why I wouldn't just hard rush it is because you don't want to get straight up sniped, right?
Yeah.
So splitting
course.
progress. It's something that's very important. And if anyone's a fan of Bingo Brawlers here, not splitting progress in an end game cost Star Chris against Aggie in season 3 week 1. The final, or season 4 week 1. The final 2 squares were, I think it was like Meta and Midra, and Chris was up, and instead of splitting progress towards both of those squares, he went hard into Midra, got sniped, and then it was a Meta race, got sniped.
Yeah.
And lost that game. Which if you're up 2 squares, or if you're up a square in the final 2 squares, assuming no progress, like assuming it's an even game and there's 2 squares left, if you're up, you split progress towards those squares and you win that every single time. Because yeah, seal's about to pop here for Nexus. That will be the final seal.
Yep. I could see the Cemetery Shade and Weeping being done here by Nexus. The only thing is he would mismark the Limgrave bosses.
I mean, we can't assume that though. Like, you don't know a mismark until it happens. Maybe he's fixed the count in his head at this point, so we'll see.
Hi, my friend.
He's going for the,
Bellbearing Hunter.
yeah.
Can we dodge that, please? Thank you. No? Okay. Never mind.
Okay, so Nexus killed the Bellbearing Hunter at 14:33. Nice. So he has until, based on his screen, so he now has until 15:03 to mark the square. Otherwise, it is a mismark.
He wants to do Margit Godric as his final 2.
Yeah.
But he doesn't realize he's already done 7. Wow.
Yep. So it's now 15:03. That is officially a late mark, or a non-mark. So when there is a non-mark, right, because Nexus will not end up making an infraction on the board, he will be locked out of the square. However, Snowy will not be notified that Nexus is locked out of the square. Because Nexus did not reveal any information on the board, Snowy's not notified.
Yep. I think Nexus is getting notified now.
Yep. He just found out as he was walking in the door.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but better to happen in a game you're up 11-4 than a very close game, right?
Of course, yeah. I think that Nexus is still very much fine here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's perfectly fine.
He's
Unfortunately,
going for this Cemetery Shade?
Yeah, it looks like he's going Shades. So cheers, White Monster.
I got the big can.
Uh,
I was to get those. They were like on sale for like 2 for $6 or some shit. So.
but yeah, really anything here works for Nexus.
Yeah.
Even just going, I think Bofa Duo. I think I would go Bofa Duo, but it really is just personal preference, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, I think going for the higher scaled, slightly slower squares are the way to go, especially in Nexuses.
Yeah.
Because
And you know,
with
he might
highly-
he might get sniped here on shades because Snowy's not going 4 shades.
Yeah. Oh my god, Snowy's taking so much damage. You can't just... I guess you can. Very nice. Snowy's going for the Tree avatar here as well.
Yep, it is a tree boss and a Limgrave boss, right? So it makes a lot of sense.
Very nice.
Very nicely done there. Snowy's also closing in on the Limgrave boss's square. That is, it's at a minimum 4. The ref is doing a double count for me.
What is Snowy planning? Oh, he's planning
just doing
to keep
Limgrave
on-
bosses.
No, I was thinking about what he was doing with the crafted pots and the crafting
both a
kit.
duo.
Yeah, both a duo.
Yeah, I wonder what there was a gentleman's agreement going into this match. No idea what it is.
I don't know.
Yep. So Snowy is now at 4 Limgrave bosses. Or sorry, 5. Pumpkinhead, Cemetery Shade, Margit, Tree Sentinel, and now Tree Avatar. This is Nexus going into his first shade. He needs to be careful because the skeletons in this arena are a nightmare. Never
Yeah.
mind, he just basically one-shots it. Fair enough.
Okay,
right?
that's one.
Yep.
I don't know what the agreement was. They refused to tell me.
Aggro saying that they called it off.
Oh, they called it off? Okay. Yeah, what was it, Aggro?
Oh my god. 3 remembrances on the board, last would be a Stell.
That's so wild.
Dude, No. I'm good on that.
That's fantastic.
I'd rather try to do a BBK race against Nexus.
Of course Nexus is down, dude. These gentlemen's agreements, you're dealing with the devil when Nexus suggests you a gentleman's agreement. Look, I mean, Asim can tell you firsthand, don't take a gentleman's agreement with Nexus. You're dealing with the devil.
Okay, I don't actually want to die.
So, Snowy is gonna end up probably getting sniped on Cemetery Shades, because he's going for Linger bosses instead. Which he did finish. Very nice. But Nexus is now just getting into the last Cemetery Shade.
Okay. The ref is, we might have a double miss mark.
No.
The
With what?
the count was 6. Unless there's something we missing. I was confirming with the ref. We had Pumpkinhead, Shade, Margit, Tree Scent, Avatar, Watchdog.
No, Sean.
Yeah. So the ref is gonna check in there.
Margit, Cemetery Shade, Urchi Avatar, Watchdog.
Yep. Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, the tibia. Yep, 7. All right. My mistake. That is good.
Oh, he did do the tibia? Okay. Good.
Yeah, he got sniped and that slipped my mind.
I gotcha.
Fifth tree boss.
There's tree bosses there for Snowy as well.
Very nicely, well done.
And this is going to be shades here for Nexus.
Yep.
Nicely done there, Nexus. That is cemetery shade number 2. And now he just needs one last square. And I think you split progress on Hero's Grave and Icons. That's what I would do.
I rush both a duo here. There's no way Snowy would think to do both a duo.
Looks like that is what Nexus is gonna do here.
Let's go. Hold it. Yeah, this will be very smart for. He could also upgrade his weapon even, because he still has it only +4, but he has the +6 from Falling Star Beast.
Yeah, he's been sitting on that the entire game.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, one functionality that would be so nice with the bingo app is if the ref could just count for the play. Like if you could count on the board, it would make your life so much easier.
Yeah.
Definitely a lacking functionality. Snowy here is going for the hero's grave, but it's an impossible spot for Snowy, right? You have to guess right 7 times in a row. Effectively.
Oh, and Nexus is going to go upgrade his weapon.
Yeah.
There you go. I think that even if he does end up getting sniped on Bofadua, him setting his weapon up and then also getting the ruins from Bofadua, because what is it, like 70k or something? It might get him closer to ruin level 55.
Yeah. But, I mean, regardless, he's very spoiled for choice here. I would recommend splitting progress. Granted, when you're up by 6 squares, that's probably a little overly safe. Also, guys, while we have a break in the action here before this Bofadua fight, I just want to say, if anyone's watching and you want to get into bingo yourself, you can find the pinned comment is a link to the Zero Scratch Discord. It's where we run all these great bingo events. We also do randomizer races, speed run stuff. It's a community Discord hosted by the community, and we'd love to have you there. Also, you can see everyone is added in the description. What? Everyone's added in the description. So please go ahead and give these guys a follow. We would love to really appreciate the support. Everyone does this, out of the love of the game. So any type of support that you guys can show them is the least that we can do, and it'd be greatly appreciated. So if you're not following them, I'd greatly appreciate if you could check it out, check them out, drop them a follow. It's just the least that we can do, because they're putting on a fantastic show for us. So thank you to everyone, players, commentators, refs. There's a lot of moving parts that make these leagues happen, and very appreciative of everybody. God, this hero's grave is such a nightmare.
Yeah, I hate this hero grave once I realized how to do the Red Wolf for Radagon. The Mount Gelmir hero's grave is just so much better.
But we will check in with Nexus here.
I don't know how this works. I've never done this before.
Bofadua for the match.
Well, he doesn't know I'm here. Oh, you got slept. Sweet.
Sleepbot goes out.
What's up, gamer?
Nexus saying he's never done it before. He got the Sleepbot though.
How did he not accidentally hit the other one?
I'm not sure.
You're not so tough.
But
you get away from your buddy so that I can actually use my Asha War, please. Thank you. Wait, that might actually. No, it didn't. Okay.
Nexus shit talking.
Deleted.
Beastman. Looks like a very clean fight.
Very, very clean. For Nexus here. Also, one more thing, we were gonna have another bingo match after this. It's gonna be Tony versus Low, a little shade.
Come on.
And that will be directly following that one. I will be joined by Asim on co-commentary.
Wow, this fight is easy.
Can't
Oh my
wait.
god, this is free. Shoop. And let's game. If my game doesn't crash. Alright, jeez.
GG.
I'm gonna
Alright.
get pissed. I'll be right back.
That's it.
And that will do it. A hell of a match. Very,
Oh,
very
yeah.
nicely done there by Nexus. You know, Snowy. It was just a rough start for Snowy, and it
Yeah.
snowballed on him. It happens though. He'll learn from it. I mean, the good news is he's 4-1 now. His playoff spot is pretty much secured, right? So unfortunate for Snowy to not get this one here today. I'm sure that he really wanted it, and especially because of the rivalry between him and Nexus. However, just could not get the job done here. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull the players over. Nexus did say he's running to the bathroom, so he might be a second until he joins, but we will have the players join in here. Welcome in, Snowy. Welcome in.
Yo, what's up?
Nexus is in the bathroom, so we will talk with you first. You know, obviously, not the way that you wanted things to go here today.
No.
Just, you know, it was an off day. It happened. It happens. Can you talk about, you know, some of the things that happened this match, and maybe some of the things you want to learn from so that you can improve and bounce back in later on this week?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of uncharacteristic. I kind of messed up on Radon pretty bad, maybe some nerves. I mean, not usually that bad at the fight, even though it wasn't even like hitless. I mean, I could have done better rounding on paintings. I went a little bit too synergistic, I think, so I lost it by a matter of seconds. But you know, this game, it gets really close if, you know, I have that extra time or read a little better to get
What's
the
up?
Tibia Mariner, Seals, and Cemetery Shades.
GG, Snowy.
Yeah, GG's.
So you can continue. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, if I get those 3 squares, it gets a lot closer, because then it's, like, 9s at some point. And
Did they tell
have,
you
like,
that I got locked out of Limgrave bosses?
Did you? How?
I accidentally did too many. I wasn't counting correctly.
What?
Yeah, I did. I guess I did too many bosses for Limgrave. I just wasn't counting. I don't know.
You were too
was pretty
off.
funny.
You were too off on your count. You thought you were at 5 when you had 7.
Which ones did I forget? I know I forgot the Gravedigger, but what was the other one I forgot?
You did
Having human chiefs.
Stone Digger,
I was
Deathbird, Mad Pumpkinhead, Bofa, Tibia, Demi-Human Duo, and
I don't think I
then
did-
the Shade
I don't think I
was
did
7.
Bofa.
Yes, you did it consumables only.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about. Oh my god, you're so right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. That's so funny, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the?
I need to know how many times I sniped you, Snowy. That must have been so bad, dude.
Paintings?
How
well, that's
bad
obvious.
was the painting snipe? Yeah, I figured.
See, I don't know. Like, I don't think I took the best routing to, like, the Limgrave Artist Shack.
No, your routing for Limgrave
yeah, I
was
should've-
very off.
My routing was
Yeah,
pretty
it
good,
was-
honestly. I'm kind of happy with how
I
did it.
didn't, I mean, I probably should have just went, Bach, and then just went I went Bach to Celia. Well,
Mhm.
I TP back to First Steps, and then I go from Bach to Artist Shack, because that's more of a direct
Yeah.
path. Instead, I decided to go, you know I need Liurnia, so I need to go. I went Gatefront, actually.
Yeah.
And was gonna be like, okay, then I TP the First Steps. I mean, then I went to Stormhole Shack, and I ran from Stormhole Shack to the Artist Shack, and didn't take probably the best route. And then I was, I was like a little bit behind.
Oh no.
But after that, I mean, I was still in the game. Like, I thought I was, I had full confidence in winning. You gave me a scare when you marked the Sommerstone Bellbearing. I don't know why you did that. It's so
Okay, so the
early.
reason I did that was because I've played you enough to know how you think, and you're a sneaky little rat, okay? So I was like, I need to block as many bingo lines as possible. So I'm gonna go for Somber Stone Bell Bearings. I get a Somber 6. It's a duo boss. It shows I have Altus, which means that you're gonna probably try and block my bingos. And another reason that I don't remember, but there was another reason.
I mean, it's duo boss and it's a square.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, I was like, I mean, if you go Radon there, I just lose off a rip, most
I
likely.
figured.
And I was doing Radon, and I had like a Radon incident. Like it was pretty
really?
bad. Like it wasn't even like I was getting one shot or my weapon was too horrible.
It's
I
just
mean,
not
I did
well.
find out later. I mean, I don't know if I can even use this as an excuse, but I had 6 endurance. I don't know if I was just running out of stamina, but again, I should have
Maybe.
been able
What
to
class
do
did
Radon
you
earlier.
start with the Iron Balls?
The Morningstar.
Oh shit! I started with the Flower Gavel.
Yeah, I had a feeling you would start with that.
How did you know?
And I was, well, because I feel like you like Gavel.
I've never used it. I literally
I
went
don't
with
know.
it because I was like, the stats look good, and I'm pretty sure this is a usable weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it's like a somber weapon. So
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
probably going for it.
Fair enough.
And then, okay, I mean, it was a. I don't know if you sniped me on Mariners. I had 2 dead, and instead of killing the 3rd, I don't think I even had time. But I had to go do
Yeah.
go through Margit to like also potentially get seals.
Yeah.
Because I had to do enough synergy just in case you decide, oh, I'm gonna go more guns.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And,
I
like-
just wanted that to always be a possibility that I could do that at any point.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like fully commit to anything like that yet, but I was, if you didn't mark something for a while, I was gonna go do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was, at the end, I'm like, I'm going Altus Hero Grave because I was hoping you'd go for that. And, or I was thinking, he's either going for that or Bofa Duo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could go for, I'm just gonna go for a square that's not Morgott that I probably won't get.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even earlier in the game, like, I was still, like, I don't know how many runes you have, but I probably have priority on rune level 55.
We can
Radon's
see.
Fate rune.
I can actually check right now. I
Yeah,
had
and also-
65k, and I was level, I think 37.
I'm 43, and I had quite a bit of money, I think. I had
maybe.
40k, and I have Godric set up, and I'm about to kill the Ancient Heroes and more, like, soon-ish.
Oh, for the Altus Hunter Heroes?
Yeah, I thought you were going to go for that.
I could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been level 42.
Gents, I hate to cut you off here, but we do have another match coming at the start of
You
the
do
hour. that
indeed.
We need to
Tony
get
and
ready.
Lo.
It was,
Between Tony and Low. I just want to say, I mean, Nexus, I think it was a pretty damn flawless match from you today. Snowy, it was a valiant comeback attempt, but I mean, honestly, Nexus, the combination of Nexus playing out of his mind and the early setbacks just put you in a tough spot. But hell of a game from you two gentlemen. Thank you so much for the entertainment, and congratulate and look forward to seeing both of you play again in the future. We are going to be going to a short break here, and we're going to be switching everything up. Tony's taking off the commentator shirt and stepping into the ring against Low, and Asim will be joining me on co-commentary. So just want to say again, thank you so much to Snowy and Nexus. They've been fantastic. Fantastic game. They've been just fantastic throughout the season. And please go ahead and try to check them out. Give them a follow, show them some support. We'd really appreciate it. And same with Tony. And with that being said, we will be right back. So thank you very much.